on the Chowan River today. I came out to get a test run on this new paddle. It's a Werner Schuna. It's a little more aggressive blade than the bending branches paddle I usually use. It's not as aggressive as a whitewater paddle, and it's about 1.5 inches shorter than my bending branches paddle. But I paddle this boat with my whitewater paddle sometimes, so it's not foreign to me. I'm liking it. It's nice and light, carbon fiber. I think I'll probably get worn down in the shoulders quicker because it does grab more water. So it's supposed to be 15 to 20 mile per hour winds out of the northeast, and I thought that would be a good test for the paddle, but it's only 5 to 7 miles per hour out of the northwest, northwest, and it's supposed to be rain, not snow. But that's fun. It's different. Certainly not my first time, but it doesn't happen very often either. I live on the coast in North Carolina. You don't get a whole bunch of snow. It's only 30, it's probably 35 degrees. It's gonna get cold tonight though. But let me paddle around and I will give you a shoulder update after a little while. Well, I'm liking this paddle. My shoulders feel good. I'm not too worn out. I can feel the difference, but it's not beating me up. But I think that this paddle will really shine in the ocean, in the surf, or Class 2, Class 3 whitewater probably. I like it. You got me out here to this beautiful river on this beautiful day. You go out on days like this, you get the river to yourself, that's for sure. But I'm good. I've got the right gear. If you have the right equipment, kayaking is a year-round sport. What better place to watch a snowstorm than from the seat of a boat out on an empty river. I love it. I love it. In the video, I was paddling with a new paddle. This is the paddle I always paddle with. But in the video I was talking about shoulders being worn down. And the reason why is the shape of the blade, for the most part. This is what I usually paddle, and this would be considered a touring paddle. And this is the paddle I was paddling with in the video. And you can see the difference in the blades. The surface area that grabs the water might be similar, but you can see how it's spread out on this paddle and it's bunched up in this one. So when you're dipping this one in the water, you're grabbing a whole scoop full of water, and that's transferring that energy all through your upper body and beyond. So think of scooping with a tablespoon or scooping with a butter knife. It's similar to that. You're going to grab more with this, and that's not the extreme. If I bring a whitewater paddle up here, now you can see how much bigger that is, so much more aggressive. And that's because you need to make aggressive moves with a whitewater boat. You need to be fast and accurate sometimes. So that's what I was talking about. It's not a huge deal. You can paddle any boat with any paddle. The locking mechanism on this is pretty neat too. It's a two-piece. It has a splined end, and it has all the increments right on it, so you can put it at whatever angle you want. 30 degrees is about the standard these days. One of my first paddles, this one, it's almost a 90. But things change over the years. I think they were doing that for racing and wind resistance. But I really like this system. It's a solid system in the sense that you can push off of any part of the shaft that you want. With this one, this has some kind of, I don't know what it's called, ferrule maybe, but I have to make sure that I'm on the bottom section when I'm pushing off of a beaver dam or log jam or something. Because if I push off the top, there's a chance that I can adjust my paddle without wanting to, and then I have a loose paddle, or the angle is off, or you know, it's short, I'm confused, I don't know where I'm at. But I can overcome that with, you know, just paying attention. But This is a good system. I don't think it's the best for what I do. This I like a little bit better. You can adjust the angle infinitely, but you cannot adjust the length. So this paddle is 215 centimeters, and my wooden one is 220 at its max. It goes down to 205. But I like it a little bit shorter. I like 220, but 215 doesn't really concern me. I'm in the swamps in narrow creeks a lot, and I'm going around branches and trees and all kinds of stuff. With the longer the paddle you have, the more you're going to get hung up on stuff. But the shorter the paddle you have, the harder it's going to be to actually paddle the boat. So there's a happy medium for everything. But 215 isn't bothering me for the short creeks. For long, wide open paddles, you know, I'd go 220 and even above. I think they make this paddle goes up to 260, I think. But like I said, this variant of it is not adjustable lengthwise. But it's nice and light. Carbon shaft, fiberglass reinforced blades. This one is about the same weight. I believe it's right around 28 ounces. But with the wooden blades, it gives you some buoyancy in the water. So it likes to pop out of the water, and it gives us such a smooth paddle, and it makes it feel lighter because of the buoyancy. And weight in a paddle is important too. If you're paddling 6, 8, 10 hours a day, you know, even if you're just doing that with your arms, you're gonna get tired. So the less weight you have, the better. But you're gonna sacrifice strength too. This paddle right here, you can see that's all that's inside the other tube when it's at its max length. And I can feel flex in this blade when I put a real aggressive paddle in. I can certainly feel the shaft flexing. On this Shuna, I did not at all. I did not feel any flex in it at all. And I liked that. It was, I don't know. I don't really know if that's good or bad, but it fits me. If you feel like you're gonna break something, you probably will. This is a completely different kind of locking mechanism. This is another whitewater paddle. This is a 4-piece, and I keep this in the back of my whitewater boat. But this is a simple push button style lock, and it's not, I don't trust it a whole lot. I mean, I trust it, but I don't think it's the best. It's definitely not the best. This paddle is just a solid shaft, and that's pretty much the norm for whitewater paddling. There are some manufacturers out there that are making 2 pieces that have really good connection points that are trustworthy, but that's pretty new in the industry right now. Well, paddles are fun, huh? I hope that explained a little bit about what I was talking about in the video. Let me just hold these up one more time, and you can see the difference. So So the orange one is the whitewater blade, and that is the most aggressive blade. You're going to catch the most water with it. The wooden one would be considered a touring blade, and the black one, the Shuna, is somewhere in the middle. So some people can use one that's in the middle and just use that for every style of boating. I wouldn't be afraid to use this for whitewater at all, but I think it would be best for surf in the ocean. I think that's what it was probably made for. A mid-range, just a mid-range paddle. So go try some paddles, see what fits you, see what works for your style, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you find, what you come up with.